Hey guys, welcome back to Builds by Maz. In this video, I'll show you how to completely remove your old can lights and replace them with flush mount LEDs. Let's get started. So to be clear, this video will show you how to remove the entire can light assembly, including the housing. If you're looking at just a retrofit option, I recently posted a video on that, which is a much easier process. It just takes a couple minutes and you can get more modern, brighter lighting. You can find that video on my channel, but if you're looking to actually remove the can light, then you're in the right place. We'll start by turning off the power to the lights you're working on, and go ahead and remove the bulb. You should find some screws around the perimeter of the housing. These are what hold it in place, and we need to go ahead and unscrew those. With those out of the way, you can slide the whole can down and out from the ceiling. So here's the whole assembly, but we can't just cut it free because the wire is protected by this metal conduit. So we're going to take a couple extra steps to remove it. First, we need to remove this socket plate in the back, which is held in place by a wing nut on the side. Just untwist it by hand to loosen it up. We can now access the wires behind the socket plate, and we can just cut these free. It's also a good idea to always double check that there's no voltage to these wires before you cut through them. Now the socket plate is fully removed and you can discard it. If there's any insulation in the back of the housing, you can get rid of that too. In my case, I need to make one more cut to this upper black wire to remove it from the housing. You'll also probably have a wire connector connecting the conduit to the housing. Mine's this little spring-loaded piece, so I push it together and then I could remove the housing. Here's what it looks like. You just pinch it together to fit it through the hole in the can light housing. We're now done with this whole piece, so you can get rid of that too. Time for the LED lights. I got this pack on Amazon and they worked great, and I'll have a link to them below in the video description. They come with a bunch of the flush mount lights, and each one has its own electrical box. I'll show the wiring process on this spare box just so the video is more clear. On the side there's this little push tab. You can easily push it in and remove the circular disc. You'll then want to use one of these clamp connectors to hold the ceiling wiring in place. This is really simple to use. First, unscrew this ring from the back side. Then insert the clamp from the outside of the light box, and then reattach the ring by screwing it on from inside the box. I'm going to be using this extra wire for instructional purposes, but just imagine this is the metal conduit from the wire coming from the ceiling. So basically what you're going to do is just stick the end through this clamp connector that we just attached. And make sure you have it all the way so the conduit is sticking in at least 1/4 inch inside the box. That way it complies with code. What you don't want is to have these unprotected white and black wires sticking outside the box. Once you have the conduit in place, you can tighten down these two screws on either side and it'll clamp it down. You can see that as I pull on this wire, it doesn't budge. This way you'll know for sure it won't come loose while it's in the ceiling. So now we have our wiring coming from the ceiling, and there may or may not be a ground wire, but either way I need to strip this white and black wire. So this is more or less how you want it to look. These lights do come with these included push connectors. They're really easy to use. All you do is literally push the end of the wire through the holes in the connector. As you can see, you want to push it all the way to the end, and you should be able to see the bare wire sticking all the way to the back. Now you want to attach the green wire from the light box to the bare ground wire coming from the ceiling if there is one. Just press it into one of the other holes in the push connector. So now these two are connected. You can also use wire nuts for these connections, which I actually recommend because they tend to be more reliable. We can now connect these two white neutral wires together by lining up the ends in the same direction, placing the wire nut over it, and twisting it tight. Lastly, we'll connect the two black wires in the same fashion. So we have the black to black, the white to white, and the green with the ground. With all these connections done, you're basically just going to fit everything down inside the box. Then close up the lid and you're all set. You've then got this cable, which the end has one flattened edge, so it'll only fit into place in one specific way. But that attaches to the actual LED light, you press them together, and then you can actually screw them together so you get a really strong connection. These lights also can change color temperatures. There's a little switch on the side where you can toggle between 2700 and 5000 Kelvin. So I did all those same steps I just showed you using my old can light wiring, getting it connected in the box, and then I attached the new LED. Here's a demonstration showing some of the color temperature options, and I settled on 3000 Kelvin. You can then place the light box up inside the ceiling cavity, and there are two spring-loaded tabs on either side of the light which will hold it flush up against the ceiling. But that's the last step, and here you can see the difference in light output between the new LED and one of the old can lights. This is still an unfinished space, but hopefully you can see how much of a difference these make. Not only are they much brighter, but they just look a lot better too. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it's helped you with your own can light replacement. And be sure to subscribe to see the next home improvement project, and we'll see you next time.